Libra. Libra, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Popped in to see what's good with you. Your song is Tummy Hurts by Renee Rapp. I don't really know it, but I know it. But the fact that I can't quite remember the whole melody to the hook, and her name being Renee Rapp, someone could rap, someone might not necessarily sing. Um, okay, or hip hop music could be relevant to you, Libra, in some way, but the song is and now my tummy hurts. He's in love with her, but for what it's worth, they make beautiful babies and raise them up to be a couple of fucking monsters like their mother and their father. And eventually, 2043, someone's gonna hurt their little girl like their daddy hurt me. Again, I don't know the melody, but those are the words. Yo, you know, I see something about the divine feminine, something about the feminine energy envisioning her whole life or envisioning the masculine's life. There's something about envisioning the masculine's life, someone who has done her wrong. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. She really needs to move forward from this thinking. Don't let herself sit in this too much. But if I leave you, for some of you, she's still there. She's still in that connection. She's thinking like, if I leave you alone, you know, after all the shit that you put me through, you're going to move forward to go give someone everything that you didn't give me. For some of you, the feminine has already moved on. She's already left the situation. She may even be dealing with someone else or has been dating since leaving this person. But there was such a strong connection there, or it was such a long time where there was commitment there, even being married, that there's still this energetic cord, and she still finds herself thinking about, you know, him when he moves on or when he gets it right, or how he's going to, you know, her hoping that he doesn't take someone else seriously, or that, you know, he won't go on to do right by someone else in the way that he never could for her. And this even being for those who don't want him back, don't want to revisit the situation, still having these thoughts and not being so happy about it. Hi, welcome, welcome. You know, right, positive movement forward, as I said a minute ago. 1, 2, 3, forward movement, progression, genuinely having to move forward with some of the thoughts that one has, you know, about a situation that's already taken place, a relationship that's already failed, you know, wanting someone to get their karma, or wondering, there's a big part of you wondering if someone's karma is to, you know, be happy without you. The feminine energy kind of feeling a bit sick at the thought of the masculine being in love with someone else. That's not for everyone, especially because I don't feel him being in love with someone else, even if he's sexually active with someone else. A lot of using third party energy, but using whoever he's you know, dealing with on the side, or whoever he's with now. It's not serious. Very lusty energy, very surface level, very, you know, this person filling a void, or, you know, buying time with this person. Just period. The other song that I was hearing was You Got It Bad by Usher, was another one. Okay? That was the other one. So a masculine being with someone else, but his ex crossing his mind, not being able to get whoever he's been off of his mind. Meanwhile, I just feel like I don't want to pay attention to that. He put himself in that situation. It never had to be that way. Okay? There's a lot of unnecessary pain in the connection because someone lacks discipline or doesn't understand dealing with one person at a time, finishing one thing off before starting another. Just period. I also really feel like positive movement forward would stand your ground in reverse and suffering in silence. The feminine energy struggling very much with trying to move forward, keep it classy, not ruin someone's image, not yeah. I just feel that we two exes being in the same field, in the same community, in the same industry in some way. 444. She's still fucking protecting him with her silence. Meanwhile, if the feminine has Libra placements, okay, there's something about her having to tell her story without implicating him, incriminating him, even for some of y'all, but without implementing him, without, you know, saying his name outright, but still finding a way to express herself creatively, or, you know, put it in her art, you know, this being therapy, being therapeutic for her to kind of tell her situation, tell her story, but don't implement him or don't incriminate him. You know, her saying his name or talking too much about him specifically can backfire on her. Do with that what you will, okay? That can backfire on her, make her look like she's bitter, make her look like she's crazy, make her look like she still wants him or is still, you know, vying for his attention, wanting to get back with him. It's really important for her to be mindful of this. You have this shirt. I love this shirt. Thanks. Well, not that you said I love this shirt, but you have it. I see why you have it, because I love it. Anyway, yeah. There's something about this, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. I feel like it's important for her to stay classy, stay tactful in how she moves forward, whatever this is. The masculine, I just feel that being a masculine in a situation, kind of being reckless with how he deals with a feminine that he still has to interact with, or he has a lot of mutuals with. She has the potential, you know, the ball being in her court, or she has the potential to fuck things up for him, make things difficult, you know, put a bug in certain people's ear about him, have people giving him the side eye, you know, tapping into the masculine energy. If you're the masculine watching this, you know, it's still up for debate of whether or not she's going to do this. Okay? That energy is still up for debate about whether or not she's going to, you know, paint him in a bad light, snitch on him, tell on him. That energy. Oh, weirdo energy. Anyway, I feel the divine dealing with whatever wrongdoing has gone on, and the feminine is quiet about whatever heartbreak or whatever betrayal. You know, there could be real disrespect that the feminine is dealing with from the Libra masculine, or the Libra feminine has dealt with real disrespect from a masculine of whatever sign that she doesn't tell anybody about, that she doesn't paint him in a bad light about, because y'all still share family, or because y'all are in the same community, y'all work in the same fields. Spirit is going to work double time to bring in that karma. Okay? Can I follow you on the gram? Yes, you can follow me on the gram. You can follow me at Merch the Big Body Benz, MERC the Big Body Benz for my MC page. Or you can follow me at the Big Body High Priestess. Look for the blue check. There's a lot of fakes of me. Tap in. Yeah, man. But that goes back to even that, right? Where I started this reading talking about someone being an artist, someone doing music even. Okay? Heavy on the put it in the music. Whatever she's not telling the story about, whatever she's not dropping, giving the tea about, someone's going to make money off of in their art. Whether this is her. Yeah, Merch, the Big Body Benz. MERC, the Big Body Benz. No, don't DM me, love. I am happily married. But tap in with the music. Tap in with the messages. Peace. Much love. Yeah. So I just feel like she's about to make a bag off of telling her truth, telling her story. Don't spill it prematurely. Don't spill it to defame someone's character, to get someone in trouble, right? To, you know, to make them look bad in any way, you know? There's something about this. Keep it cute, keep it classy, you know, and a masculine may crash out a bit. He may make himself look bad. He should do the same. He should keep it cute, okay? I feel like someone's reputation is on the line. Your reputation is on the line depending on how you act out here. Okay? It's something about this. So just be mindful, because I feel you being around, hanging around, partying with people, kicking it with people that don't really like you, that's kind of waiting for you to slip a bit. It's so crazy though. I feel you also being in an environment where people sexualize you, or people are looking at you, people are thinking about who you're sleeping with, who you're intimate with, wondering if you're being intimate, wondering if you've moved on. What is this? Okay? I also really feel like there's something about you hearing, this ain't for everybody, but there's something about you like not knowing how to mind your business or wanting to insert yourself in someone else's situation, hearing about, you know, people in third world countries, or, you know, people having issues with ICE, or, you know, people in domestic violence situations, or children being abused. And, you know, all of these things are fucking horrible things. Anybody with a heart would want to do something about these things, but there's something about like inserting yourself or saying you're standing for a certain cause, or you want to be of service, you want to help in some way. You know, whatever work you do, you work with people who have really been through a lot of some sort of trauma, and people thinking that it's not genuine, people thinking that you're doing it for attention, or you're trying to get over on them in some way. Like, you know, people really not knowing the amount of people that you help, how serious the work that you do is, how necessary it is. You know, I also, yo, 12:21 on the clock. How you show up to the world be reflected back to you by the universe. There is something about a download about a child. The child not going to live with the father. That's for who it's for. Not everybody has children, but for some of you, the mother has been doing so much, or been taking care of the child on you know, her own for so long, that she needs a bit of help, or she's really been struggling. She needs a bit of help. She's not doing the best job, or she's overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican and black. And is thinking about letting the child live with the father. It feels like it's dangerous. Shouldn't. This doesn't necessarily mean that the father is is dangerous. This could be the environment. This could be something unfortunate happening with the child in that environment, in the neighborhood. Or this is the parent being unsafe. I just feel like it's not in the child's best interest for the child to go live with the father. That download is for whoever it's for. Okay? Just period. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Yo, on another note, man, I just feel like there being a lot of love interest for you, love connections. Somebody needs to know that it's not over. Heavy on this energy, being in a bad situation, bad relationship, bad marriage, even for a really long time, needing a reminder that it's not over, that they could find love elsewhere. You know, someone is fresh off of a divorce and not necessarily feeling so worthy, or not necessarily sure if they're going to find love again. Okay? Peace. You stay blessed too, love. Yeah. You know? Do that inner work, because I just feel, I feel someone getting married again for a second time, or getting in a relationship after a really bad one for a long time. You know, if they can allow themselves to release it. Big purging energy from a long-term connection. You know, whoever comes in next feels like they're light, or they're not serious about you, or people downplay the situation. Someone could be significantly younger than you even. the next person that you date or you deal with, meanwhile, I feel like it can go the distance, or it goes the distance, or there's some sort of commitment, or someone ends up pregnant even, you know, with the next person that they get with. Okay? Like, someone is so worried, am I ever gonna find love again? Or this I did such a number on me, you know? Nah, that's scary. Hi, welcome. Glad we're connected. Yeah. No. Not only do you find love again and you end up like healing and aging backwards and looking better than ever, but some of you literally get married again, or you get married to someone who treats you so much better, or you literally end up having a family with this person. Some of you, like, you could have already had children with someone, like, I ain't never having any more kids. You end up giving this next person a baby. You think you would never do it again, you know? Or there's something about this. No, you'll give this next person a child. Y'all will have a whole family. You know, or there'll be some sort of commitment. It's not over. But I also see somebody literally later on in life getting married again. She has silver hair. She's getting married again. You know? Because someone's whole posture is wife. Even if she's like, I'll never do that again. That was horrible. That sucked. Finally out of that marriage, I'll never do that again. Yes, you will, because your posture is wife. You're not doing nothing else but wife. Whoever the feminine is, she's a wife. Period. You know? Don't even know how to come into a situation and be a fucking girlfriend. So you're gonna have to marry me. Just period. You're going to want to marry me anyway. I won't even have to twist your arm. So, that energy, you know? I will say, whoever this is, like, you know, getting a partner has never been a problem. Keeping a partner has never been a problem. You know, them being up to your standard, them being good enough for you has been the problem. But, and heavy on the how you get them is how you lose them. So, please watch how you get them. I feel like you've learned that the hard way, Libra. Okay? No more of that. Anyway, I love you. 12:21 on the clock. Again, how you show up to the world be reflected back to you by the universe. Remember that. Be mindful of how you show up. Don't be messy at this time. Don't be telling all your business or anybody else's business, because as much business you telling, someone's talking about you and spilling your tea. Okay? Keep it cute. I love you. You know the vibes. If this resonates and you want to book a personal reading, all that info's in the description box below. If you want to send me a love donation, I appreciate it. I'm not coming back with Scorpio tonight. I'll come back tomorrow. Love you. Have a good night.